curious of how the government spend their taxes. Like, where does the taxes go? How does the government spend it? So most of us just post, criticize, share, or tweet nasty things about the government. But only a few knew how the real deal works. To answer your question, here's how the government put into effect the national budget. Hi accounting pips! It's another day! It's another accounting video. So we are your accounting enthusiasts, and for today's vlog, we are going to talk about one step in our budget cycle. So if you want to know more about it, just skip and watch it. So the next step of the budget cycle is the budget execution. So to put it simply, the budget execution stage is where funds are actually raised and spent to implement the policies, programs, and projects outlined in the enacted budget. The Department of Budget and Management is largely responsible for the budget execution phase. First step in the budget execution is the early procurement activities. So this starts on the months of October to December of the prior fiscal year. So before the start of the new fiscal year, agencies must compile their annual procurement plans and other bid documents. Furthermore, the government also implemented a policy that allow agencies such as the DPWH and others that conduct infrastructure projects to bid on their projects before the General Appropriations Act is enacted. So early bidding enables the agencies to award approved projects as soon as the new General Appropriations Act takes into effect.
So now let us proceed to the budget program. So in October to December of prior financial year, agencies submit budget execution documents to outline their financial plans and performance targets for the year. The Department of Budget and Management consolidates these plans into the budget program, which breaks down the allotment and cash releases for each month of the year. Now for the allotment release on January and throughout the current financial year, the Department of Budget Management issues allotments to agencies to authorize the latter to incur obligations. With the GAA as a release document, the enacted budget itself serves as the allotment release for all budget items except those contained in a negative list that are issued the special allotment orders after agencies comply with the documentary requirements. And now for the obligation.
So now let's talk about obligations. When allotments are released either through the Agency Budget Matrix or ABM or by the Special Allotment Release Orders or SARO, then agencies are now authorized to incur obligations. So what are the examples of these obligations? The first one is when you hire a new staff, the second one is when you enter a contract with suppliers, and the third one is when you use utilities. When obligations are incurred, what is usually done next? Payment, that's right. To settle the obligations, the DBM will issue a disbursement authority to allocate cash in payment of the obligations. This disbursement authority is called a Notice of Cash Allocation or NCA. The NCA specifies the maximum amount of cash that can be withdrawn from a government servicing bank for the period indicated.
Finally, we are now down to the very last part of the process. After going through everything, here comes the actual spending or the actual disbursement. Now, the actual spending and the actual disbursement determines the entire budget execution rate. When the actual disbursement is done, this is usually accomplished with a modified disbursement scheme, under which disbursements chargeable against the National Treasury course through the government service banks. And that's it for our video. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you learned something from our video. Take care and God bless. Bye!